Let's talk Saints Row 4.
Re-elected
Is a third-person action open world game similar to GTA but crazier.
The story is you are the leader of the street gang, the Saints, known from previous games, and at the very beginning of this one, you become President of the United States.
Yeah?
And then aliens invade.
Yep.
And you get superpowers.
Yeah.
And then it starts getting weird.
Yes. And the map is actually same from Saints Row 3rd. And on it, you shoot bad guys, drive cars, customize almost everything, do tons of side missions, and defeat Guardians bosses to get their superpowers.
Those superpowers include doing Superman jumps, running extremely fast, and using psychic powers. You can also explore the entire map to find hidden data packages that will allow you to upgrade these abilities to jump farther, run faster, and psychic harder.
And there's also a multiplayer part, seamless drop in and drop out co-op.
Which means that your friend can join your game and leave at any point without interrupting your experience, but as long as they're there, it's a lot more fun to play with friends. And this isn't just the base game. There's a lot more included in this version.
The version re-elected includes all 25 DLCs. That's a lot of cosmetics, new weapons, but also 3 story expansions. The biggest one is Get Out of Hell, where you fight against demons and you can fly all over the town. That's pretty cool.
So that gives you a basic idea of what this huge game has to offer. Let's go into a little bit more detail with the question, should you play it? But first, you should know that this game is completely free to claim and keep forever on the Epic Games Store the week starting December 8th, 2022. Add it to your library, install it whenever you want, and that's what we do on this channel. We play and review every free game on the Epic Games Store, so you never have to be bored or waste time on bad games ever again.
I must confess I am a fan of the series, so I like the humor of the game, and I think that's really important. If you played Saints Row 3rd, you definitely like this one, unless you get bored at the very end, because it's very much similar content, only with superpowers and a few more missions, but otherwise it's very similar. I think you should play it even now in 2022, especially with a friend.
So I am not as familiar with the Saints Row series. Played a little bit of number 3 and of course of number 5. We did reviews about both of those as well. I enjoyed them. What was different about this one for me is it's even more over the top because you have the superpowers. The theme is an alien invasion, spoiler alert. So it's really crazy. I know Saints Row is always crazy, but this was even crazier. And I think it went a bit too far for me. Okay. At the same time, now that it's free, this is just pure video game fun without any of the obstacles. Just saying, you like shooting things, you like blowing things up, you like racing up buildings. Here's all of that to do in a big map with lots of activities. And it was just kind of crazy fun. The story doesn't try to be serious. The opposite, actually. The characters don't try to be serious. So, for free, just to have a crazy, wild time. There's a lot of content there. So, yes, I would also recommend to give it a try. It might not be your favorite game of the year, especially if, like me, the humor doesn't really hit you perfectly. But why not give it a try? It's a big AAA game that's completely free.
I guess there could be a disadvantage for everybody who likes cars and driving there in games, because thanks to the superpowers, there's a very little need to do that, especially in the DLC Get Out of the Hell, where you actually fly.
But if you're not very familiar with this series, I think that Saints Row the 3rd is probably the logical place to start, and we have a review for that. You can check it out right here.
And let us know in the comments which title of the series is your favorite if you played them all.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.